Yeah, you hear it. We live. Welcome to the Honor Among Men podcast. I'm the face you'll never see today. I'm David. We got B. Irv in the building. What up?
What's going on?
Yes, indeed. We got Mr. Maverick in the building. What up?
What's the word, my baby?
Hey. We got Mikey Mike in the building. Tell him something, brother.
Praise the Lord up.
Hey. What's happening, everybody? Yo. Thank you for tuning in. We live in living color. Like none other.
Oh, snap. Cats from the Midwest always got to run.
We got to, man.
Go ahead.
Always.
We got to.
Talk
Slang.
that at a young age.
Language. No, that's real talk. That's real. Knee high to a grasshopper. My daddy and my uncles used to say that. Knee high to a grasshopper. 4 flats on a Cadillac. We been down since 4 flats on a Cadillac. Nah, what up with y'all, man? Everybody cool, though?
Gravy. Oh, man, working on that million. Trying to make a killing.
Hey, hello. Working on that million.
There you go, rhyming.
See?
you go.
Midwest. Word. What y'all had an eventful weekend? Everybody had a cool weekend or what?
Man, it was a good weekend for me. I don't know about y'all.
That's what's up. What you did this weekend?
Man.
Work.
Oh, we always making something happen, but we was under the radar, above the water.
Okay.
You feel me?
Okay. Everything is a soliloquy, bro.
I'm about to say, can I snap?
Everything is a soliloquy with him. We below the radar, above the water. One fish, 2 fish, red fish, blue fish.
Hey, dog, do not do me like that, bro.
Knick-knack, paddywhack, bro. I mean, that's you all day. Like, knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a
call his
bone.
phone. That's how you start. What's going on, bro?
Hey, Irvin be like, okay. Is this why I say how you doing?
Right. Tell me my line. I don't know my lines. Oh, man. Nah. Everything been cool though, man. Nothing exciting. Y'all live exciting. Seem like y'all live exciting lives, man. What's up? No excitement?
It was a beautiful weekend though. The weather was nice, wasn't it?
Oh man, it was some good weather.
Am I crazy? Okay, yeah.
Some good weather.
Them storms been coming out of nowhere though.
Man, loving it.
I just like
Them storms been coming out of nowhere.
it's like I don't think we go get a crazy summer this year.
Man.
Stop
Don't do
that,
that.
bro.
Don't
Yeah, hey, say don't speak too soon.
You know what? We gonna be cool,
Let's be cool. How you be cool, man? Be cool. How you be cool,
bro. Right, get out of here.
No, but I was thinking that too. Like, man, I wonder, is this summer gonna be crazy or not? It don't seem like.
It's been a couple times they predicted like it's gonna be over 100.
Yeah, and it wasn't.
It don't do it.
I like that.
Look,
I like that.
Keep it coming, Lord. Dear Heavenly Father. You know what I'm saying? Keep it coming. Didn't nobody wife smack them this week. Y'all had it, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's not happening anyway. Like,
You jumped in the deep.
in the real world, fake world, like
You just jumped in the deep end.
I'm just saying, like,
you got something you want to share, bro?
good week, bad week. No.
You sure?
No.
Okay.
My words was did nobody's wife, you know what I mean, smack them this week. We can't speak for Drew Younger though, because he not here, you know what I'm saying? So we don't know.
Maybe.
He out there. Shout out to Drew Younger though, out there in
His best life.
Disneyland World, which is which? I always get confused.
Disneyland is the big one, right?
No, Disneyland is the big
one because it's
That's
the world.
Florida.
And land is only a small mass.
You win it.
You winning, bro. Context clues.
They
That's
getting good
everything.
cardio.
Real
good
talk.
cardio, so
Real
I've heard.
talk.
That's what all that stuff is.
So wait, break it down one more time though. World is in
Orlando.
okay, and land is in
Oh
California.
yeah. You right this time.
Okay, that's
right
dope.
this
So
time.
I went to Disney World then. I always thought this whole time I went to Disneyland
Well, they didn't have a lot back in the day.
back in 1986.
Yeah, back in
that's when you was
1962.
1986. You got to put 1900 on it when you over 35.
They had real carriages and horses and everything back
Bro,
then.
wow.
Back
when
in
you over 35.
1986, I went to Disney World. It was an exuberance, verbosity.
That boy wild.
Shout out to the bishop.
Shout out to the Bishop Noel Jones. You know what I'm saying? Nah, but shout out to Drew Younger though, man. In his absence, we appreciate you, my brother.
You better share it.
Yeah, he probably shaking hands with Snow White right about now.
Oh wait, hold on.
No, the Disney character, brother.
Okay.
Goodness gracious, he said, "Ooh wee."
Let my Florida.
He said, "I'll have what he's having."
Do not put them words in my mouth. Especially while we're recording.
Hey.
Especially while we're live.
Let's return these mics off.
Who gonna check the comments?
We don't have nothing right now.
You won't have nothing right now.
Nobody even checking for it.
All
Don't
right.
forget y'all then.
Hey, it's all gravy. It's all gravy. We gonna get to the topics, man. We on trending topics. We got a short one for y'all today. Maybe not. I don't know. But we gonna smack down on some trending topics. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's a piece of paper that I need to grab.
I saw it too. I saw it in your eyes.
He was.
He was like, "Where's Jalen?"
I feel like being super hood right now, just getting in the shop, but I'm not going to.
Man, do the never mind.
So first topic I want to cover, and I'm going in order, but I don't know if I should or not. Let me see what I'm doing.
Let's go with the flow, man.
I'm gonna go with the flow then, you know what I'm saying? Let's go first with abortion. Let's do it like that.
You gonna jump in the deep end?
Yeah, we gonna jump.
He didn't waste no time.
I ain't gonna waste no
I thought we
time.
were gonna laugh a little bit, but
Well, we gonna touch abortion. Yeah, we gonna get it out the way.
Get
you
it
know
out
what
the
I'm
way,
saying?
okay.
Let's just get it out the way. So in Atlanta, if you didn't know, there has been a ban on abortion after 5 to 6 weeks. So if you 5 to 6 weeks, you can no longer get an abortion, and that is because during that period is when you're able to detect a heartbeat and a pulse. Another thing I do know about the 6 week period is when you're able to. That's when you're able to
sex.
tell the sex.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, first of all, what y'all think about that?
I'm all for it. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm against abortions.
Right. Period. Whether it's
And
One
years
week.
ago, I had to ask myself, like, what if a young lady got raped? You know, all of those different scenarios.
that's actually a part of my question.
Yeah,
Touch
you
it.
know, I figured because, like I said, it's something I had to ask myself, like, is your stand still the same? And life is life, regardless. And me being a man of God, I gotta believe that the Lord has a plan. Period. You know, it may not have been structured or created the way you planned it, unfortunately. And
Right.
I'm no slight. I'm not with, rape, none of that whatsoever.
right.
I'm just talking about the result, the life as a result of it.
Yeah.
And I've seen in so many cases where people have babies, and granted, this may be lightweight, but people have babies out of wedlock, be stressful, but when they have the baby, it brings so much joy.
Yeah.
So much, it's cohesive or completeness. It brings completeness to their lives, and
Yeah.
it's not because of something that they did. It wasn't the sex. It wasn't it's a baby, but it's really because God. That's how He created it to be. You know what I'm saying?
Dope.
Babies are an inheritance. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
For a reason.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
I'm with it.
It's funny that you mentioned the whole rape thing because, like I said, I definitely wanted to touch that because that's one of the reasons.
It's a tough pill, man.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons that some people that are for abortions are for them, simply because what if it's a case of rape?
Right.
And I struggled with that too. I definitely asked myself the same question, like, man, what if somebody get raped? It's easy, to just be like, no, you just can't get an abortion. Just don't do it.
Right.
But one thing I want to just say about that is I actually know somebody that is a product of rape. And just to keep it all the way real, like, they are one of the most productive citizens in society that I know. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't know, man. Like, I feel like just like you said, definitely correlates to everything happens for a reason. I know that's cliche, but man, I still would recommend against abortion. Like, I still would say, even if you did get raped, like, you should really consider allowing that child to live, man.
A chance.
For real.
I think, I mean, personally, I have a strong opinion on the abortion topic, just from the mere fact that it's deep for me. It's deep for me, and
okay. Can you be personal and tell us why?
I'm that person that you just were speaking about. So
look at him, cocky. How you know you that? How you know you the most productive person in society?
No, you said one of. And I was like, well, I mean, I know I shared.
Say, yeah, that's me.
Well, I shared my story with you, so I mean,
I'm teasing, but for sure, sure, you were who I was talking about.
I just feel like, you know, that situation, the Bible strictly says, like, I knew you when you were in your mom's womb. And what does that mean? It doesn't mean at 6 weeks. I just feel like they didn't go far enough. Like, abortion is sin, and we have to get to a position where the church call out sin, and take a firm position on it and not sway. I get it, you know, when do you go but so far? You know, when is condoms or birth control? I'm not trying to get in that. The conversation is strictly saying the abortion is 6 months, and I commend them for 6 weeks. Excuse me, 6 months. That's real bad.
Yeah, that's
right. Just kill them.
Yeah, I don't think nobody could agree with 6 months.
Like, she's showing and showing. But no, my bad. Excuse me. I don't mean to make a joke out of it either. It's a deep subject, and I think anybody that gets into that, I just feel like if you have done it, I think that's another thing. Like, we got to touch on that. Like, if you have had an abortion, it's still growth that can come afterwards. You can still come to God. You can still say, I'm not going to do it again.
It's not the end of the world.
You can forgive yourself for it.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to make sure that part was said in it, just because I don't agree with it, and I commend them for taking some part of a stance.
Oh, you don't agree with abortion
at all?
Okay, just make
my
sure.
bad. Yeah,
you agree with the ban.
I agree with the ban. I feel like it should have been a little more strict. But if that's when they say a heartbeat starts, and they saying, well, that's how we know life is, or a pulse. That's how we can detect life, and that's why, it's the same. It's the verse. Like, that's why they won't pull the plug on people. Or families have to make the decisions. You can still feel a pulse, so you can still see a heartbeat.
Right.
So hey,
what you think, B.R.? As far as like
against abortion, and
the rape,
the first thing I heard of the rape part, I'm gonna get to that.
Okay.
But when I first heard the whole article, and saw how much news is made, it just made me like think about why did we even have to be in a place where this has to be discussed?
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, murder is murder, if it's in a woman's womb still, or if the child is alive. Like, why is this even a conversation we have to have?
Mm-hmm.
Like, how did we get here as a society?
Man,
that was really my first thoughts when I heard of it. And as far as the rape, I did know someone when I was young who was raped and conceived a child and had the child, and I just thought that was. Once I saw that, it made me realize, like, no matter what the circumstances is, it's still a child.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. No matter how we may view, like, I didn't want the child or they put this on me, it's still our responsibility to take care of children.
Man,
and protect them in all costs while they're still in the womb, while they're out walking around. We still have to protect them at all costs.
Word.
And that's a beautiful thing. Honestly, my opinion, that's one of the benefits of having that relationship with God, knowing that he will be able to provide no matter what, exceeding abundantly above all that we can ask or think of.
Wow.
No one thinks about getting raped. No one asks to get raped. However, as a result, if a baby is conceived, just knowing that the Lord will provide and the Lord will bless. And I know we're all men, so it may sound like, oh, that's easy for you guys to say, and I get it, but it's something that I've meditated over, for some time. But I want to say that I'm solid in that stance, though.
Yeah, one thing though, people will say that like as men we don't have any say so in abortion, but this may sound ignorant, but we don't have any say so if it comes to you have the child and we say no, you take a cat downtown for child support, or you you say he not being a good dad because he's not in the life the way you choose. So I think we have a say so in life, and and everything that we do is a two-way street, and I don't agree that men should be put off in the conversation of abortion. We both participated in the situation, and we all participate in making children. It ain't just a woman thing. Just because they're the carriers doesn't mean that it only affects them.
Wow, that's real. That's real. So, how do we maneuver through this society in general in that regard, as far as the abortion thing, but more so, my body, my choice?
You know exactly what I was doing.
Yeah, like how do we maneuver through that? Because that's a thing, man. Like my body, my choice. Like you can't tell me, and I mean essentially, no one can tell you what to do unless it becomes illegal on the federal level, and then obviously then they can tell you what to do. But at the stage that it is now, it's not illegal on the federal level. It's not illegal everywhere. And so the whole my body, my choice. How do we maneuver through that?
Honestly, it's just like any other sin. Like, how would you approach someone who's a racist? How would you approach someone who's a murderer? How would you approach someone who this or that? Like, it has to be the same way. We got to be able to preach Jesus regardless. Like, there's no, like, psychology can only take you so far. You feel me?
Yeah.
But it's going to take something inside of an individual that convicts them to where they make that decision to, be pro-life. You know what I'm saying? So personally, I think the strategy, even though that's just a variable, the strategy remains the same. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, we want to get touchdown. The playbook may switch around a little bit. We may call it audible, but the strategy, oh look, man, we still gotta get that touchdown inch by inch.
Yeah.
How do we get it? You know what I'm saying? So the strategy is still the same though.
What say you, Mike? My body, my choice.
I think that's just a false narrative, and I think that's when we had the difficult conversation. Like, it's not just your body, it's not just your choice.
That's such a difficult conversation.
But I mean, that's when we stop. We stop being scared of conversation. I think today we so politically correct. We can't express ourselves without feeling like we're going to offend, and everything is not an offense. Like, if you kill the child that we created, it's offensive to me.
Okay.
So if I'm going to be offended, why not allow me to say something?
Right.
Or I just feel like why not? Why not say what's on your mind? Say it. You ain't got to be rough. You ain't got to be disrespectful. I don't think you should do that. I don't think you should do that. I think it's going to hurt you more than you think. Some people make decisions before they even think it through. A lot of times we still. So statistics come into this a lot. We had a conversation when I was in college about abortion, and it was less than 1% of abortions are people that's been raped. So we're talking about 100%, and you say less than 1% is rape people, then we're talking 99% of other people doing it that haven't been raped, and that's a lot.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
So it's a rarity.
It's rare, and I don't want to. Like I said, I'm not dismissing them because it's rare.
Not
it's just like, really, let's talk about the people that's actually doing it and the reason why we're doing it. We're doing it because it's birth control. Do you want to use birth control and kill something that may mess up your body for life?
Yeah.
You got to think about what you're doing and like how harmful can it be. Like, let's say you want to have children, or you grow up and you get more mature and you do things in your life, you get better, you grow, but you done already damaged yourself.
And
then
you
you can't do it. I'm like, man, how hurtful is that going to be to you when you're 25, 26, 30, and you done had an abortion at 16, 17, 18, 19, however old. I'm just from having a excursion. And I think parents, I don't know if you have this part of your thing, but I think parents that sign off on them children having an abortion too early, like, come on, what are you doing?
Right.
But you know what? It's not even about just too early, but people have it frequently. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Man.
It's people out here. It's women out here that's like their thing. Like, go be promiscuous, go do you, and like an abortion is just it's part of the game. Like, oh, I'm pregnant. Let me go and just handle this.
But what we're seeing is nothing new. It's the typical trick of the devil.
Okay.
My body, my what is it? My
body, my choice. Yeah.
It's not your body.
All right.
Choice. That's typical trick of the devil. Lie. That's a
Word.
lie. You know
Word.
It's that same.
That's the real truth.
That's
right
the real
there.
truth.
You know what I'm saying? That's that rebellious spirit. You ain't rebelling. They tell you how old you can be to get a tattoo, and you cool with that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But when this comes to this biblical concept, I can rebel against that. It's my body. That's the trick of the devil.
Man.
But that's why we
Body's
have
a
to.
temple.
That's why we. Yeah, I hear you. The body is the temple.
Yeah.
Temple of God. But that's why we
Absolutely.
got to teach and preach. Like
Word.
the society are aliens to this fundamental.
Yeah.
This is rudimentary.
Yeah.
Right here, you feel me?
Yes, sir.
Like, but society, they are like light years away from this concept of your body belonging. Light years from knowing that your body belongs to God. Like,
Yeah.
your body is a temple.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's not
Like,
a concept that people wrap their minds around. That's why I say it's such a difficult conversation, because and what you just talked about, aliens, like, that's biblical. You know what I mean? Like, you are an alien if you're not in the fold, if you're not a believer, if you don't practice what is it? Christianity?
Yeah, all of that. Yeah.
If you don't practice, then the Bible definitely does call you an alien, and it's not to ostracize anybody. Definitely not to ostracize anybody, because it's nothing. It's not no secret society or anything. Right. It's nothing to come into the fold. It's nothing to inquire. You know what I'm saying? You said a lot, man, when you talked about, we got to preach and teach. You know what I'm saying? Like, we definitely got to preach and teach, man, because, man, that's really the biggest thing.
Hey, not to interject.
Go ahead.
All of us, just think about our lives before we came to who we are right now, though.
Yeah.
Like, an abortion was nothing.
Literally.
Matter of fact, chick, yes, you better have it. You know what I'm saying? That was like my mindset. Like,
Okay.
what?
Hey, you know what?
It
Even
was so
Plan
It
B.
was so common.
See, but that
So-
wasn't
such
big
a
back then.
common-
Yeah,
common-
not yet, though.
Yeah, Cass ain't really up on Plan B.
Yeah, that was such a common thing you saw.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That made you didn't even think about it. Like, you never even like,
Right.
I'm killing a child because you saw it so rampantly.
Yeah.
You
Hey.
know what I'm saying?
That's
that
real.
trick.
That's that genocide they done placed in the inner cities that we from, though. They placed them right there with us, and then what they do to us, they right next to the high schools and communities that we go to.
Yeah.
They tell you can get tests for having sex before you. The same centers that you kill your child at, you go and get STD test or whatever we get. You get condoms.
Right.
They give you these things to protect your birth control for the women. It's just so many things they give you in those same centers.
Contraceptives.
It was so like you said, it's so close. Like, I live like there's a Planned Parenthood literally right across the alley from my mama's house.
Wow.
We walk past that Planned Parenthood to go to school every day. The Planned Parenthood was so connected to our school. They would come up there, pass out condoms.
Yeah.
Some people, when some of the girls in the school actually knew the staff at the Planned Parenthood.
Yeah, it was on my school property.
It was that common. Yeah, it was
It was on
that
my school
common.
property. It's crazy.
So that's that trick.
All about design.
I'm gonna get you to see it so much that you think it's okay.
Yeah. Man. At the end of the day, man, if it's anything that I want women to gather from this, is that think about how innocent a child is. Just think about that before you make that decision. Like, think about how innocent a child is, even if you were raped, or even if you hate the person that you got pregnant by, and you just didn't plan on having a baby with this person. Like, think about the child. The child didn't ask. to come into this world, but children are an inheritance of the Lord, and there's no caveat on that. It's not Christian children are an inheritance of the Lord, or
Right.
children of believers are an inheritance of the Lord. No, children
Right.
are an inheritance of the Lord. So, just think about that. And if you have done it, I mean, there's a way out. You know what I'm saying? There's a way out. You know what I mean? Seek the Lord. Seek the Lord. Repentance is a real thing.
Yes, sir.
Anybody say anything to us?
I see stuff, but I can't really see
Y'all
stuff.
want me to say their name?
Yeah.
All right, so
Unless it's, I don't know.
well,
Use your discretion, brother.
people
Whatever.
could see the comment too.
For
So,
sure,
you know what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
LaRonda said, "We're here because we're here, and it's an issue because of sin."
Period.
Yeah, period. Amen, sister.
Period.
And I think that went to your question when you were, asking yourself, how
Like,
did we get here?
yeah. Absolutely. Because of sin. The Bible definitely lets us know that sin is going to wax worse.
Worse and worse.
Mm-hmm. And so, man, the way to maneuver through that, man, is each one teach one. If you could just grab one, because it ain't going to get no better, man.
Word.
It ain't going to get no better.
Hey, dig this.
Huh.
My bad. I just got something.
Word.
I'm ready. I'm like, he got something good. I felt it.
No, the whole concept of like sin waxing worse and worse. Like there's no new sin.
Huh.
It's just different ways of committing the sin.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like abortions have been taking place for ages, even in Bible's time.
Yes,
you know what I'm
sir.
saying? They would sacrifice kids,
Yeah, man.
kill kids, all of that. Like this
Pass
is
them through
no
the fire,
new
all
phenomenon.
that. Yeah.
When it was saying worse and worse, it's just
It's
saying
going to
more and more.
it's going to
You're right.
it's going to increase.
It's going to increase.
But
Yeah.
also the method.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be way different. They didn't have Plan B back in the day. They didn't have different things, different
Right.
contraceptives back in the day.
Yeah.
That used to throw me off when they used to talk about the hangers.
Hey, yeah, bro. You know what? I thought about that.
I don't want to think about it.
Yeah, that's crazy. I literally thought about that. Like when you said it's been going on for so long, like back in the day. Yeah, like I've heard those stories.
Yeah.
I've heard those stories about
You hear those stories.
hangers.
That's why I said like it was so common.
Yeah,
In the neighborhood, you even hear your grandparents.
Yeah.
talk
Yeah.
about it, you know what I'm saying? That's how I came with the hanger thing, because that was what I heard.
man, oh man.
This right here, not an abortion story per se, but I just think, I'm just deep on this. This is my situation. I love it. I think one thing for sure is Moses, if he wasn't allowed to live, or his parents didn't think that somebody else could take care of him, for people that don't want to have the child, don't want to keep the child, and you want to give the child away, Moses was taken care of by someone else, and he turned out to be a great man.
Right.
We wouldn't be where we are if it wasn't for Moses. And
To adoption, huh?
the adoption, like, it's an option.
Adoption is an option. There you
I'm
go.
glad you touched on that. Like, I have another a problem with something else. The leaving a baby outside of a firehouse. I have a problem with that.
Wow. Speak on it.
Like,
Go deeper.
That's no guarantee that baby's gonna be found in time before it dies.
Bro, you leave
The fact that
trash
you leave
outside.
trash outside. You
do.
leave garbage outside. The fact that you can actually, it's legal to leave a baby outside of a building. I have a problem with that.
But is it legal?
It's legal. It's legal.
That's what they suggest.
That's
you
why
do.
they want you to do it. Hey, that's why
That's what they suggest.
Oh, that's protocol? Like that's
it's an option.
It's an option.
You can
won't go to
actually
jail.
give up your child.
You won't go to jail if you do that.
Yeah, I definitely.
wow.
But I'm with you. I definitely think, by any means, it's still an option. She sent her baby.
But there's no guarantee that baby's gonna be found
Oh, no.
in time before it dies.
Oh, are you talking about the fire department or
No,
Moses?
no, I'm talking about Moses.
Oh, but that's different, bro. Chill out, dog. Chill out, dog.
With that
Chill out,
woman.
man. Chill out, man.
That's completely different.
Yeah, God had it back. I got you.
He said, but adoption is still an option. Like we were with you.
Hey, but that fire department thing, like that is something that I've always thought about too. Like It's literally like a no questions asked. You know what I'm saying? Like it's known that you can literally leave it on the doorstep of the fire department, no questions asked.
You actually can go in and drop the baby off, and they won't ask you a question. Though.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, it's you don't have to. You know what I mean? Like
right, be anonymous.
You don't have to be anonymous. It can still be anonymous. Like I don't give you my information.
Right.
So like like you're saying, Brandon, like it's just best to do it. Think of the safety of the child, because stray dogs, stray cats, anything
can happen.
Wow.
That's real.
You don't know who's gonna snatch the baby for the fire department. See him?
What?
You never know.
They don't just be standing by the garage
Like
door.
sitting your old couch outside. Anybody can grab it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. True.
It's just that's the Good Samaritan, though.
Yeah, if you did that, I mean, no shame on you. Forgive yourself.
Yeah.
Forgive yourself, man. If you've made that decision, that bad decision, maybe it was a mistake. Just forgive yourself. Forgive yourself and seek the Lord. Seek the Lord. For real. All right, let's.
Yeah, man, he got it all deep right now, man.
Hey, we gotta have. I need something. Like I need some kind of,
Dang, man.
some kind of pick me up after heavy topics. Yeah, we gotta do something. I gotta push a button and brighten the mood up some kind of way.
Man, I feel like a Lifetime movie right now.
Yeah, real talk.
Right.
We gotta.
No more comment.
Yeah, we gotta. I don't see nothing.
All right.
But yeah, we gotta.
Especially when you talk about like, never mind.
What?
No.
See,
Just that what
he
made
be doing
it
it.
heavy. The thoughts of
Yeah.
how they began the abortion, like the timeline of it. You know, like, bro,
Yeah.
that's heavy.
Well, chicken tastes better fried.
Hello.
I know that's a thing.
Yeah.
You know
You know what I'm saying? Chicken is a culture.
Hello.
Y'all already know.
Yeah.
Listen.
I'm proud of it.
He said I'm a part of it. Chicken is a culture.
Fried, baked, sauteed down.
Chicken is a culture.
Yeah,
That's a deep statement. Like I don't want to.
You know his background, Mississippi. That was backwood right there, man.
Is a culture.
It brings cultures together.
Man, oh man.
Chicken, man. You ain't never been to a funeral without chicken.
Hey, real talk.
You never been to a wedding without chicken.
Real talk.
Well,
Hey, I was listening to a Breakfast Club interview, and it was a rapper. He was like, "Where all these chickens come from?"
Styles P.
Yeah, facts. He said, "Where all these chickens come from, man?" Like,
It's not enough in the world.
yeah, like you never run out of chickens. Like,
I don't want to think of that.
Right.
well, we know they being mass produced.
Diabolical.
Clones. You know what I'm saying?
Let me get two of those.
Hey. Here we go. Speaking of birds. You know what I'm
snap.
saying? Oh,
That was the segue.
Hey,
Wow.
where's the bird?
That's why, we need the sound effects.
Disrespectful.
What a segue.
Speaking of
That escalated quick.
birds.
you said
And
it.
repeat it.
Wow. We know who you about to talk about.
Yeah, we know.
Right.
Oh man, I don't even know what button to push on that.
Just
But
proceed, bro.
yeah. I'm a proceed. So, right, yeah, that's the one too. So, we got a situation, man. Got a situation we got to speak on.
I don't have that situation.
Well, I feel for my brother, man.
Hey,
I don't even know him.
he stood up for us.
I don't even know him. He stood up for us.
Yep. For her.
Oh, he did too.
Yeah, he definitely did.
He definitely did.
What happened? What happened? You got
He had to, right?
You got to tell the people what happened. You got to tell the people what happened
You
first.
can.
What happened?
Especially in a situation. Well, I guess you right, BR. Okay, yeah. So if
That's why I ain't famous. Because
Can't throw your wife under the
no, you right. You definitely right. What had happened was Aisha Curry decided to go on Red Table Talk. Shout out to
Jada Pinkett.
she got something on her.
Yeah.
Wait, because are we talking about the same thing?
Why they look at me?
We both did, bro.
I'm looking straight forward.
I looked at
So she got something on her that'll bring it out of you, is what I'm saying. Like she'll bring it right on out of you, man. That's the place you go to get deep. That's the place you go to like cry. She pull it out of people.
But I don't even think it was like when the question was asked.
She brought
go
that.
ahead. I don't.
Well,
Yeah.
no,
What we talking about?
Well, we talking about the
Let 'em know what
statement.
we talking about.
We talking about the statement that Aisha Curry made, and you done heard it by now. And if you haven't, the statement was that she.
You got what was the question? And
Well-
then what did she answer to?
Okay, what was the question? Because really, all I know. Okay, here's what I'll do. I'll say what I know about it. So what I know is she was talking about the attention that her husband gets. She was talking about the attention that her husband gets, and then she correlated it to the fact that essentially she wished that she could get basically the same attention from men, obviously. And one thing I do want to point out is that she did acknowledge it as an insecurity. She definitely acknowledged it as an insecurity. I don't know if that matters to y'all or not that she did that. But then they proceed. She said, I want some of that attention. You don't be looking for it. You don't be looking for it. And then she said, I don't want it. Now, at that point, I feel like she was lying. Mm-hmm. Because why even say that you want the attention, or why even say that it would be nice to get some attention if you don't want it? Mm-hmm. It's not nice for me to get nothing that I don't want. If I want it, then I'm gonna say, oh, that was nice. I wanted that. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the things that made me feel like, here she goes, she lying. Definitely disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? She was mad disrespectful.
Immensely.
This is why you got to think of that. No one brings up stuff that they don't want.
Period.
You're not sitting around talking about some. What's an object?
Man, I sure wish I could get shot in the head when I
want a new microphone. I don't even want no microphone.
Right, I don't even want no new microphone.
So you want chicken right now? Because you just brought up chicken. Chicken is a cause. Shout out to the vegan diet. You know what I mean?
No, but man, so am I accurate? What was the question? I actually don't know the question. So what was the question?
The question was based on like, does she have any insecurities? Like something like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was somewhere on that. In that area.
Okay, and then she went into
the
the attention that her husband gets and all of that.
She couldn't wait.
She couldn't wait
to share that one.
She couldn't wait. So I've been because this has been a super trending topic in social media, on all social media platforms. There's been articles after article after article written about it, and something that I was actually listening to talked about. So I'll pose it as a question: do women have to dress scantily clad to receive the attention that they really want? Because she wants outside attention. She wants outside attention.
Clearly.
Yeah.
But it doesn't, man.
It don't matter.
And she acknowledged that she's not getting it. And so somebody brought up the point, because you know how she is. Like, you know what she portrays. I'll say that, because we don't know how she is, because nobody really knows her personally, unless you know her personally. So we know how she portrays herself. She dresses very modestly. You know what I'm saying? She's super conservative as far as the way that she dresses. Her social media, she says certain things on social media. She's actually made a statement about people that dress scantily clad. Like, why do they dress like this? Like, this is ridiculous. I'm paraphrasing, speaking on women specifically. And then she comes to the show and goes, I'm not getting the attention that I want, essentially, in so many words. I'm not getting the attention that I want. So, a point
How
was
many? Oh,
well, a point was brought up that she not getting the attention that she want because she's not necessarily like because she's so modest.
I don't think.
that's not it.
That's not it.
Like how?
I
And
think she's not getting. My bad. I didn't cut you off, bro. People respect her and her husband.
Okay, I heard that argument.
The attention.
I heard that
What
argument,
new
but this is
smoke
America
attention.
though. It's some cats out here that's
but how many people rebuke something that they want to indulge in?
okay.
There we go.
Right.
That's what my point is.
Like, come on, man, kill all of that noise.
Yeah.
She's a beautiful woman.
Yeah,
Like she's tripping. And Curry, Steph, he's a great man. For him to make that, public statement is phenomenal to me. I mean, that's beyond me, even as a man of God. Like y'all wouldn't have heard anything from me. We would have. I would have hoped, and I'm sure they did have, a one-on-one. But no, you don't go on public. You don't go on a TV show and disclose this kind of information.
Right.
Like, come on, man. You ain't got no girls you can vent to.
Right.
You gotta wait till you go on
National TV.
and disclose this information. Like, no, you don't put your husband
You should have went and got a
in that
marriage
kind of
counselor.
position.
you should have went and got a what?
A counselor, a marriage counselor, or something.
Well, she just need therapy for herself. Like, something is wrong with self. Like, come on. It's beyond me.
That's beyond me. She was tripping.
Man.
So it's safe to say that all women feel that way. All women want that attention from the outside. No, that's not a thing.
Bro.
All women don't want attention.
No.
Not
Not
like that,
from the
bro.
outside.
Not like what though? Not like what?
She wants
First of all,
she wants compliments from men. That's what she wants. Like, she wants her DM to be banging.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying? Like, she wants to get hollered at. Like, period. That's what she wants.
word.
But every woman don't fish. They're not fishing for that kind of stuff, and they're beautiful. Every woman isn't like that, man.
Y'all didn't hear anything deeper in that statement, though?
What did you hear deeper in that
I think
statement?
I heard, like, truthfully, like, I don't want to reach too far, but
Man,
I
just
feel
say
like
it.
he's not shutting it down as much as he should, and like more so, she wants him to feel the way she feels. He's the superstar. They respect you. You said you respect people. Respect them. People respect who he is. He's dead famous because of who he is. So I feel like she wants him to feel how she feels. It's like more or less like, think about me, how I feel in this situation. How can I bang him in the head about his DM and about all this other stuff besides saying this and then feel the effect like of what I'm saying. I get it. Like, it may have been wrong. I don't know if she strategically thought about it that way, but what's inside comes out.
Okay.
How she was feeling came out. She wants people to, she wants men to be like, she bad, or take a second look. So he can feel like she feel when they in the mall and the girls run up to him or wherever they are. I mean, airport, wherever they be, and women run up to him and like.
But you want
to again?
You want to know something though? And you going somewhere with that statement. However, I believe it's what she stated on the show. The insecurities. It's just intensified. Like, she's a beautiful woman, right? Beautiful woman.
Yeah.
And it's crazy how beautiful people can be the most insecure.
Word.
You know?
Yeah, I agree with that. But also, does it come to a time where us as husbands, we don't give our wives the same looks or
But we can't say that.
indulgement?
But we can't say that. We
Over-
can't make that judgment
We
because
all
we don't know
have
what
to,
he's
though.
doing.
I don't
though.
know what he's doing. I honestly
That's
don't know
my
how
thing.
much energy he's giving to her. I can't say he is.
And don't put
But-
me in there.
He said, I give my wife all this.
I look at my wife too. I'm just saying, but you know how it is when you first get jumping, and then years after years, you start taking a person for granted. And like you said, she pretty. She a good looking woman. But like, how often do like he?
See, we can't say. We
I don't
can't
know.
say.
I don't
bro.
know. But how often do husbands As you know, we can make it. We can make
Hey,
it personal.
show me a pretty woman, and I'll show you
Somebody
a man
tired of
that's
her.
tired of her.
Well, y'all wilder.
Hey, no, I mean, listen, man.
That's a real thing. You come
Listen,
out,
man.
you know that.
That's
a
real.
real thing, bro.
That don't mean you and he not still.
I agree.
Watch the news feed now. We finna ding 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 ding.
No, I definitely
It's
agree.
coming. Question 1. What you mean?
But it's just like some people haven't gotten over certain insecurities, and then as their spouse becomes more famous, if the insecurity isn't addressed, it just lies dormant until it explodes. And this was her way to explode.
Word.
You also gotta be mindful of what you're getting involved in. I think the carriers are stepping into different atmospheres or realms that they're not. That more. They need to be more prayed up for. They need to be more girded up for. And
But you,
the daughter more famous than the mom now. And just sitting there.
but everyone isn't like that though. Like everyone isn't insecure. There's
I'm not even talking about. I'm talking about the spirits that can come on you when you start participating in different things that you don't know are tapped into demonic forces. Like there's so many different things that we can. But you know where they going and what type of contracts they sign.
Because
and
they're in Hollywood, you saying they just got to be careful.
be careful what they're getting involved in. Who they participating with. Hollywood is full of demons and demonic spirits. Like
So Hollywood can fuel that insecurity. Is that what you're saying?
I think so. I think so.
I can see that.
So I don't know if people committing suicide in Hollywood. The drug abuse level is probably at its all-time high, or the highest it is in any other place.
But I don't think the first place you air that is in that setting.
You can't.
That's why I said,
I don't
girl got something on her. She be pulling
That's
something.
That's
She be
not the
pulling it
setting.
out of cat.
I think we all think that situation was wrong, though. I think we all think.
Oh yeah, for sure.
For sure.
Yeah, I feel it was disrespectful.
That's what
Highly.
Yeah, I feel it was disrespectful.
But y'all heard what she said, and like I said, I 100% believe it was wrong.
I heard the disrespect.
You heard the disrespect, but how shorty feel? Because she literally compared it to how her husband
Right. The attention that he gets.
So let's go there.
I don't want it, but it would be nice.
But the attention
And
that
I
he's
quote.
getting,
That's confusion right there. God is not the author of confusion.
Yeah, he ain't offer her getting that crazy, him getting that crazy. Man, y'all heard, we done heard videos, we done heard rappers talk, we listen to interviews. Imagine how the Warriors hotel rooms are right now. Like,
Wow, popping,
the floor, like, oh man.
popping.
Who more famous on his team besides Kevin Durant and him? That was his team first. I don't know. Like, come on.
Steve Kerr.
Yeah, I mean, she got that cooking show. You know what I'm saying? Where
out
she
here.
be on there.
Yeah,
You know
from
what I'm
him.
saying, with the turtlenecks. She be on there with the turtleneck.
You don't want no grease pop right in the neck. You know?
You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I just feel like when you to kind of piggyback off the whole Hollywood thing, like when you're a part of that, I don't know. I just feel like she too wholesome. She too wholesome to be in that world. She too wholesome to be in that world, and her feelings that she displayed on that show is a result of that.
Thank you.
That's just how I feel. What do y'all think about the fact that when
I see
you're
that. I hear what y'all saying.
when you wholesome, like nobody really wants you in that realm,
Yeah.
in that
And that's what I meant by
lifestyle.
when I said they respect it.
Yeah,
That's what I was meant. Like
yeah,
we respect you all stance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're not playing with that.
right.
So that's one of the things I meant by respect.
Yeah. She don't want to be out there and then talk, start doing level up. She they
Word.
quote unquote holy, but no, holy. No.
Catch her twerking.
Yeah,
Coming soon. Aisha
I hope
Curry
not.
twerk
Pray
video.
against that right now in the name of Jesus.
Oh man, what we gonna talk about next, bro?
Love yourself.
Love yourself.
For sure.
Hey.
Okay.
For sure.
All right.
That's
the word.
social media make you second guess yourself.
That's the word.
Yeah, that's
And that's one of them.
Put a button on that one real smooth.
Yeah, that's dope though. Love yourself. right then and there, man. So, speaking of love.
Oh, snap. Let's do it.
Speaking of love.
Let's go.
Speaking of love and chicken being a culture.
What?
Hello.
What? Huh,
Y'all must love chicken. Y'all hungry.
Listen, love.
The vegan diet.
Somebody love chicken. Chicken is definitely a culture.
I'm right here.
And Tiffany Haddish.
Oh, man.
Cool.
Went, hey.
Boom, boom.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Nope. It's like, nah. Is she a coon though?
You know, I didn't even like
so.
feed into it. I saw some of the headlines, but I didn't even like read it. Some stuff I just be swiping.
So if you haven't heard, she went to the Met Gala,
Yeah,
and apparently the meals take forever to come to the table. Apparently that's a thing. So it's obviously more so about. So first of all, do anybody know what the Met Gala is?
I don't. They dress like Renaissance stuff.
Right. So I hear that is
For rich people.
yeah. So I hear like it's a
Another word.
fundraiser
Oh,
Yeah, it is.
that too.
for
That too.
like a museum, some kind of museum fundraiser. Or
Yeah, the
something?
Met Gala. It's on the corner of
Okay. Melrose and 49th Street.
and Rodeo.
There you go. Right there. So it's more so about people getting to get. It's more so about. It's like a fellowship, like a Hollywood fellowship event, right?
Mm-hmm.
The last thing on their mind really be eating, even though there's food served. Takes a ton of time for the food to come to their table. People done starve themselves. You know, women actually don't eat to be able to fit into certain dresses. Like not just for the Met Gala, but like that's a thing in women culture. Like they'll starve themselves just so that they can fit into certain clothes. That is beyond me.
Keep on doing it.
That woman species.
Hey, wait, he
man.
said
I
keep on
appreciate
doing
y'all.
it.
Yeah,
I appreciate all y'all do. 'Cause,
Yeah,
boy, I'm
Definitely
eating.
beyond me.
Stick to
Yeah,
it,
it's
son.
beyond me.
Them boys walking in at the Met Gala looking like Peter Pan and
Hey, word. So in lieu of the food taking forever to get to the table, Tiffany Haddish walks in with a bag of fried chicken, a Ziploc bag of fried chicken. Walks around mingling with the people, eating the chicken with the bag in her hand, telling people, get you some of this. You want some of this chicken? This chicken good. We got a white woman eating chicken. First of all, white people love chicken.
Bro, she did that for real?
chicken.
No, she definitely 100%. 100%.
I did not hear about that.
100%.
Ask that question. Is she a coon again?
Man.
Is she a coon?
100%.
Brandon.
Chicken,
Come on to the mic.
chicken is a culture, okay, and it's not a black culture or a white culture. It is a
new
human
thing, man.
culture.
Man, come on.
But y'all know what that
I
means
did
when they
not know
relating
nothing
that to.
about
What?
She relating that chicken just like an old boy that was dancing on the football player that was dancing on the KFC commercial.
Yeah, nah, he had that. I was about to call him the N word. He actually had the helmet on with a rotating chicken on the face cage part. Nah, to me, I don't know.
That's just as cooning.
That's cooning.
No, you want to know what it is?
What?
I don't even blame her.
Okay, who do you blame?
I blame her PR.
Okay.
I blame her manager. I blame because come on,
you
this
got to stand for something.
no, but this is the thing. This is the
You
thing,
gotta
man.
stand for
When
something,
people
bro.
now dig this, Tiffany Haddish just started exploding in 2018, maybe the tail end of 2017.
Okay.
So now, but hold on, before we even get there, but it's just like somebody. And granted, her hustle is real. She's been in the game for a long time, like Def Comedy Jam. Like she's been getting it in for sure.
Yeah.
However, she just started exploding within the last 2 years, and there's a mentality that doesn't change with one switch or one snap of the finger. There's a mentality you can't change overnight. Yeah, that's a mentality.
This right here is
No, that's a mentality, bro. That's just like how they say you can take the hood out of them, but you can take them out the hood, but you can't take the hood out of them.
I 100%
Like,
believe
period.
she was not doing that before 2018. In 2016, 17, I'm quite sure she wasn't going to places with bags of fried
I
chicken.
bet you
Well,
different.
not that I'm
hold you up.
taking up for her
I
or
seen some
caping for her.
videos.
Yeah, I'm not gonna cape for her, but she's always been this person.
I think she is.
At least in front of the camera.
She's accenting.
That's all we can speak on.
She's accenting her blackness and quote unquote and her hoodness or her ghettoization or whatever people laugh at in her movies. That's why she typecast at this point.
She been around since the 90s.
Right, but now why she typecast in? Why she get famous? Why
she just started getting in movies.
She getting in movies.
Yo, she just
famous.
started getting in movies, but that's what I'm saying. Like her comedic personality, her stand up has always been
Like,
what
this is
we
the
see
trend.
now.
Right, and that we somebody put
So
her
maybe that's what it is. The fact that this has become trending more and more. That persona of the whatever you want to call it, the hood chick, has become more and more trending. So now, you know, she get to popping because that's naturally who she is.
She too
And-
smart for that, bro.
And you know, she's very intelligent, but there's chemists in the middle of the hood right now, you know,
Yeah, it is.
cooking up heroin. They, you know what I'm
They
saying?
got
So,
the best meth on the block. huh?
but this is my thing here, and I stood corrected when I was debating with some old heads, because I was saying, when you have a platform, it is your responsibility to, you know, guide the youth, to teach the youth, you know what I'm
Okay.
saying, to be better. However, and Jay-Z actually, he alluded to this in one of his rhymes. He was like, you were this before you got here. Like,
Yeah.
you're going to be who you are no matter what. Like, unless you develop in the area and you change and you evolve, you're going to be exactly who you are, no matter if you go from the block to tuxedo, barbecue to the Met Gala. Like, you're going to be exactly who you are, and I can't expect you to be anything else if you don't expect to be anything else.
I agree with
I think we have a high expectation for people because they're on these platforms.
But I think, for me personally, I think black sells, and I use this as an example. David Banner, Plies, now Tiffany Haddish. I think being something outside of who you are sells, or being what people see you as, and adding what's popular or what's trendy into it is going to sell. So her being loud and action overtly ghetto and inappropriate, she feel like that's what black people do. Who walks like?
But you made a good point. David Banner isn't the same David Banner.
Wait, when he was making money and when he was doing all the stuff, what sold him? And no, y'all remember? Come on, y'all.
But he
remember?
was a
Hold up,
different.
hold up. David Banner, bro.
You didn't hear him say David Banner.
I heard. I was still registered in my head.
No, I'm not talking about the 2019 David Banner. I'm talking about when David Banner came out. What he
Yeah.
was doing. Y'all know his first song or the song. I don't know if it was his first song.
Cadillacs on 22s, like a pimp. Like, but
Get down on the floor. Yeah.
Okay.
But that same album, like, he was still conscious.
I'm just talking about what people sing and what he sold. Like what you put out in the mainstream for people to see. Your main video album. What he put out there.
he's actually even spoke on that. If you notice, or if you can remember, he was trying to get into the movie scene for a second.
Like
He-
Snake Moan.
Yep, and he played in that Kevin Hart Ice Cube, the first one.
Yeah.
Oh
You
yeah.
right along.
Yeah.
So he started backing away from movies because they wanted him to be the hood black dude with the black Cadillac Escalade name, whatever, you know, the typical name that they give him.
Day-Day.
Yeah, or whatever. Yeah. And so he backed away from that because of that, because he didn't want to be portrayed in that light. And so I hear what you're saying, but I do believe, because we all know a Tiffany Haddish.
We do.
We all know a Tiffany Haddish. She's over the top. Like, she is super extra.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She's that one that really, keep it all the way real, liven up the party.
Yeah.
Like when she come through. We know her in Christianity. We know her from the hood. You know what I'm saying? We know her. So, I mean, am I wrong?
You're
No,
right.
for
I just
sure.
thought of somebody. I'm just
Just because you got a bigger check, it doesn't change her.
Right. So my question is,
Respond to the people with the text message we just got.
nah, that's my phone. Turn your radio down. Turn your radio down. I forgot to put it on silent. But what my question is because I mentioned her name. You called her a coon. Now I'm going to agree that she be cooning. Mm-hmm. She be cooning. The last OG.
Oh, that whole
If I'm using the word correctly, is a straight minstrel show. And I don't know if I'm using that word correctly. I feel like a minstrel show is like the ultimate stereotypes on 10.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Yes.
So yeah, like that show irritates me. But
You think her character?
yes,
was-
bro. To me,
like that
it's
show,
definitely yeah.
I mean, honestly,
You never watched it?
No, I did.
Oh, okay.
But my guy Tracy Morgan, ever since
That
he
accident.
made that resurgence back into the comedy world.
I check him out. I can't front. I
I
check him
do,
out ever since.
and that's why I watch it. But he hasn't. It's not the same.
He not funny.
Yeah.
He not funny. I'm glad he survived that.
Oh no, 100%.
Yeah,
But
I
it's
really am
definitely
glad.
not the same.
But he is not funny anymore.
Death at a Funeral was funny.
That was before the accident.
That was way before.
My bad. My bad. I don't know when I seen it.
The Dudder Man, not the Dudder Man. What's his name? Chitlin Loaf. From Martin, bro. Come on, y'all know Hustle Man.
Hustle Man.
Hilarious, bro.
Yeah, I don't like his stand up or anything.
Yeah. And then right. And then he just I don't know, he's not funny no more. But that's what I'm saying I agree with you as far as the she be cooning. But if that's who she is,
No.
Bro, no.
what?
No, bro. A bag
If that's who she is, can't we just let her give her a pass or
bag
no?
of chicken, bro.
No. Now this is the thing. Now I'm not giving her a pass to bring a Ziploc bag of chicken to any event. I don't care if it's my high school graduation. You feel me? You better not bring a Ziploc bag of chicken. Hold on one second. But this is my thing. Like, somebody still needs to correct her.
Okay.
100%. Like, you can be you, but no,
Tone it down.
there's standards. Like, that's what I'm saying. That's why I can't blame somebody. If you don't know, you don't know. You know what I'm saying? Now, I feel where Mike was coming from for just an extent when he said he's accenting, the hood chick. Because people get comfortable. She didn't made it this far being who she is. So she's like, you get that mentality, I ain't changing.
Word.
This is me.
Word.
I'm gonna do what I want to do. So then when you catapult to a platform such as the Met Gala, for one, you're invited. When you're invited, like, you are a special individual to even be invited to the Met Gala. So for you to be invited to the Met Gala and still have the mentality to say, I'm not changing, this is who I am. I know at least 5 people knew she had a Ziploc bag of chicken before she left the limousine.
And they should have curved it. They should have been like, don't go
record
in
white people.
That's
What's a
what I'm
white woman eating that chicken?
One,
Like,
that's what made it worse. Like, if you just gotta have some chicken with
She wanna
you,
be
don't
seen.
nobody else need to know that you
Word.
you can go eat your chicken over there. But you in there
Share it with your table.
right? You know what I'm saying? The white woman eating chicken, and come on, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
she
I'm
literally
embarrassed.
said that. Like, I saw the
I'm
video.
embarrassed for her, bro.
The white chick was
I'm
like,
embarrassed.
yeah, I actually do want a piece of chicken. Like, thank you so much.
Yeah, like, I'm embarrassed.
I'm not mad at the white chick. Sure, I mean, if you got it, let me get some.
I don't eat behind everybody either.
No, that's a
He
fact.
said, I don't eat behind everybody. You don't know where that chicken been,
That's
huh?
a fact.
Ziploc bag.
She fried it up at the
This
crib.
ain't even KFC.
She fried it up at the
You know,
crib.
it was a stunt. She wouldn't boss
It
some
was
Popeyes.
definitely a
That
stunt.
was
I feel like it was
Yeah, put her in a
definitely a
Ziploc
stunt.
bag to make it seem more ghetto.
For sure.
Man. Come on, that was a
Because
stunt.
Popeyes wasn't paying her, so she ain't want to go put no Popeyes bag out there.
Say,
That was a stunt. That was over the top.
So are we saying what we saying because we care about what white folks think?
No.
Does that have anything to do with it?
no.
So if a
It's just a
standard,
fact.
So the standard that we're talking about is what? What is that standard that we're talking about?
Me, I have a standard for my life.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, it's certain things I'm just not going to do. And there's certain things that I do that falls in line with my standard that certain people will still disagree. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Now,
You always start. Oh yeah. What does that mean?
Now, considering my standard that I have to uphold for my life and my world, just because you disagree with it, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? But it's just a standard for me. So for her, if I'm looking at her world from the lenses of my world, that's unacceptable.
That's what we all do. That's how we look at
Perception. That's
everything.
what it is.
That's what perception is, right?
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And it's
Absolutely.
based on your perspective, for sure.
Yeah.
100%.
For sure. Looking at the world through our lens.
We wouldn't be debating right now.
Real
if,
talk.
You know,
Real talk.
that wasn't a real thing.
Yeah. Speaking of debate,
Oh, snap.
Can y'all tell that I'm working on my
Your segue.
my segues?
Oh, yeah.
You getting buried.
He was waiting. Hey, we would have been on that topic for an hour until we said a word.
A good word.
A good word.
Transition word.
Right.
He said, "Hold on, don't say nothing. Don't say nothing."
Speaking of debate, this don't have nothing to do with debate, but like I said, I'm just working.
you
on
all
my,
cold.
I'm just working on my segues, man.
Good
I'm trying
job.
to, you know what I'm saying?
Good job, brother.
Speaking of debates, we got this movie.
Oh Jesus.
We got this movie that's finna hit the scene.
Blackface.
It's called LaQuisha.
I knew where you
They
were.
could have at least spelled it with an A.
Hey, it's called Low. Right. You know white folks. White folks is hilarious because he literally spelled it LaQuisha. We don't know. Don't nobody know a LaQuisha.
It take too long to say it.
Right, LOU Quisha. Like, come on, bro. It's
You
not-
barely hit an A.
Yeah, it's love. It ain't low. It's love. Quisha. You know what I'm saying?
I've been missing out 'cause I don't know nothing about this.
So LaQuisha is a movie. Dang, I didn't even get his name down. Oh wow, and he don't deserve no credit like that anyway.
Oh, don't blame him, man.
I'm blaming him. So this dude created a movie. It's called LaQuisha. LaQuisha is a radio personality that gives out advice. People, black women, obviously she's black, so black women call in and give LaQuisha their problems, and LaQuisha gives them advice on their problems. The plot twist is the fact that LaQuisha is a white man that's trying to find a niche so that he can pay for his son's $13,000 a month parochial school, private school. So at this time it's his baby mama. I think they got a divorce or something like that. So his ex-wife approaches him. I want Junior to go to this school. Here's the bill. So he's hit with this bill like, oh my God, where am I going to get $13,000 a month from? I got to do something. And so he takes on this personality. And so white guy talking, quote unquote, because I hate this reference, but quote unquote for the sake of what we talking about right now, talking ghetto and answering questions that only quote unquote black women would ask. Bro, when I saw that, I was like, this dude is wilding. He wrote, directed, and he's starring in the movie LaQuisha. So first off, we got Wanda. We all know who Wanda is from In Living Color. Second off, we got Shanae. We got Big Mama.
That's Martin too, ain't it?
Yeah.
It's Martin.
Yeah. We got, I take it super, y'all way too young to remember this, but we got Geraldine.
Yeah, where was that from?
That's a shot at y'all. Shots fired.
Yeah, that was definitely who shot, but
Probably,
Who played Geraldine?
probably necessary.
Geraldine. Nah, this is where my age come in because I don't remember the guy's name. But Geraldine was this black dude dressed up like a woman, using a woman's voice. He was like it was a whole stand up bit. Geraldine from back in the day, famous comic. So, I mean, what's the difference?
Medea, you forgetting the
Oh, Medea.
But those,
I'm just
What's the
gonna play
difference?
Devil's advocate.
Go ahead.
Robin Williams did it with Miss Doubtfire.
There's another one.
but we talking about all people who are playing, you know,
These are comedians.
women in their races though, in the same race.
Okay.
Robin Williams was still
Yeah.
white.
Oh,
Joanna Man, Wanda, they were all still black.
hold on.
Okay.
Time out. We missing two.
Who?
Marlon Wayans and Sean.
Oh, that's what you said. I was sitting here trying to
Marlon and
remember
Sean.
what you said.
No, and I was just
So-
making the distinction between
Right.
what's going on
And
right
I
now.
agree with you. That those are all people. Even Miss Doubtfire, she was playing a white woman.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Jamie Foxx, all them, they was playing black women. Marlon Wayans and Sean Wayans.
It's no difference.
It's no difference.
Different.
They line crossers though. Whole
So,
family.
is it okay or is it not okay? That's the question that I have. How do we feel about this?
I'm looking at it from just the pure form of art.
Well, you from Chicago. He said pure. Pure.
I didn't know what the difference of what he just said.
You know what I was talking about? Hey, you cold.
That's the,
You bowled him under the bus.
That's my brother.
That's a damn. That's not a
He
damn.
said,
Bowled him.
he said, I'm coming from the pier. I'm like my peers.
The Navy pier.
You at the dock? You at the, you about to jump?
go ahead,
like,
y'all
I'm-
finish it up.
No,
He said, I'm done.
You know what I'm saying?
you gonna play DJ Envy? You wanna-
Right.
No. But you looking at it from that artistic point of view.
That artistic point of like we
Speak
look at
on
people playing different roles just to see how is it gonna come out. What was the movie Castaway? The dude was in a movie by himself. In the movie by himself with a volleyball. We actually cared about a volleyball.
It was a good
Because
movie,
of the way
man.
he
That
played,
was-
you know what I'm saying? So I'm just
Tom
from
Hanks.
an artistic point of view.
Tom Hanks is
Like-
underrated too. But go ahead.
Like we
at
can't just
y'all.
be getting mad over there.
Top five.
We can't just be getting mad
over
everything.
Art. It's art.
Whoa, time out though. So let me ask you this question: is it bad when you see these college kids doing blackface?
That's completely
Come on, that's
different.
different.
brother.
Come
on,
That's
how?
completely different. They not
How?
acting. They not. They.
It's art.
They acting.
That ain't art.
They are acting. It be Halloween.
Bro, we know that. We know. No, dog.
Man, we ain't doing that. We ain't
No,
We not doing that.
Come on, man.
So it's just it's just like somebody walk in a Halloween party with a noose around their neck. You know what I'm saying? I put that on the same level, bro. For real, doing a blackface.
Okay.
When you're in a different race. And matter of fact, if you black, like why would you do it anyway? But if a white person or anyone from a different race doing a blackface, it's just like walking around with a noose around your neck. Now, were black people the only people getting lynched? No, not whatsoever. But it was prominent. You know what I'm saying?
I
Yeah.
think anything that was used to terrorize a group of people, I don't care if it's a black person doing something that white people don't like or white people do
Yeah,
something, you just
yeah.
don't do it.
Okay.
This is just a form of art. Like,
And that was-
blackface was a way to degrade us. You know what I'm saying? So that's what
Okay.
that, like it was the whole concept of it was degrading.
For
You
sure.
know what I'm saying? So that's what makes that this
Okay.
this is just art.
Now, if he had a blackface,
Right. Now if you got a black
Yeah.
completely
And I'm sitting there watching the trailer, and I'm like, man, he know that if he would have did it in blackface, that would have been
That would've been it.
way too over
Right.
the line.
but you know, it may not even crossed his mind. You know, like if he's like solely coming from an artistic, place in his heart and his mind, he may not even like thought that deep. You know what I'm saying? He
And-
thinking about being funny.
And to tell you the truth,
Tell me the truth.
look at the show Ebro in the morning.
Whoa.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Hold on.
yeah.
Hold up. What are you talking about right now, bro?
Dude, the dude
Rosenberg?
Rosenberg. Alright.
Hey, he asked the
I need
best
you to
questions,
know. I
bro.
definitely need you to go further. I think I know that you don't like Rosenberg too. We might have had this conversation off air before.
Like, it's the same.
Shut
Not
up.
a part of that culture.
Oh man, Rosenberg is hip hop, bro.
All right, man.
He said I'm better. Y'all can have it. So you telling me that Peter Rosenberg is out of place? On Ebro in the morning?
Out of place. I just feel like it's the same thing. Like we accepted him in the coach, like for real. It's.
But some people didn't have to be like accepted.
What I'm saying, like what's going on in that movie is happening in real life.
People will.
No, bro. He's not Joanna Man on the mic.
Oh, Joanna Man, there's another one.
Yeah, cause he's literally like
Being himself.
who?
Rosenberg.
Oh, yeah.
Right, Rosenberg is being himself, but I'm talking
said,
about
no,
this
he's
guy
not.
on the
You're
Loquisha movie.
Oh yeah,
I
that
just feel
one.
I just see it as a form of art.
Okay.
I just see it as a form of art.
The Rosenberg or the movie?
The movie.
Okay.
I think he going to do blackface in the movie.
No, he not.
You don't think so?
Bet not.
That's suicide.
Come on, man.
He bet not.
Come on, man.
You don't think he will?
Cause the whole premise is he has a radio show.
Yeah,
It's a radio
No
show.
one sees people on the radio.
Right.
All right.
Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like I had so many emotions going through me, and at the end of it, I said, "Man, I'm a hypocrite.
It's gonna be funny.
I am a hypocrite because I'm not cool with this. Like I'm not cool with it, but I'm cool with Marlon
White
Wayans.
chick.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
That's wild.
And dig this, and
That's the exact.
and we exact same thing.
Bro, let me keep it all the way real. I'm just keeping it real.
And dig this.
What them say, keep it real? Keep it real.
We're not gonna be
And dig this,
like,
and we were
it's art.
not too long ago. We were talking about looking at the world from our lenses and our experiences, and our experiences can be hard times,
Yeah.
happiness,
Yeah.
hurts, pains, all of those components. Our minds go there because of who we are and what we've seen and what we've experienced. Everybody's minds don't go cross that line. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like blackface, I don't even think, and I don't know the man, but it would not surprise me if the blackface concept never crossed his mind.
Word.
Wow.
Word.
Never.
I don't know if I can agree with that at all.
It's certain things that I wouldn't think of unless you said it. And that's for anybody in
No, I
this
hear you,
room,
I
right?
hear you, yeah.
Because your background is different from my background.
Yeah.
Your experiences are different. So it's certain lines I wouldn't even think of. And it's not good, bad, neither here nor there. It's like whatever. But it's just certain things I wouldn't even think of unless one of y'all said it.
He's
Yeah.
the producer, the writer,
Yeah, the director.
the director,
And the star.
and the star.
of the movie.
and he named the movie
LaQuisha.
You know he thought of blackface.
Why?
Like, come on.
bro.
Like, how did you know all of that?
I agree. No, I agree.
Man,
I agree with
name
Mike.
like, why he think of a name like that? Like,
Man, come on.
No, I think here's my thing. I definitely believe that blackface was a part of the conversation at some point in time of the making of the movie.
Yes.
Should we do it? Shouldn't we do it? How could we do it if we're gonna do it?
I can't say it was.
Don't do it.
See, that's what you call a conjecture, brother.
Okay, break
You know
it
what I'm
down.
saying?
Break it down. I don't know what that is.
Making-
I don't know what that is.
Making a conclusion without complete facts.
All right.
all right.
You know
Look,
what
I
I'm saying?
just admitted to being a hypocrite, brother. So
I did, but I
I'm a
learned that
conjecturer
word. I
as
learned
well.
that word 7 days ago. So y'all, I said it twice. Y'all ain't peep it.
Hey, I didn't. This is the first time of me hearing it.
Yeah.
SAT.
When we
Let
was
us say it again.
No,
brother.
Jones, I had to throw that in there. When we was talking about it.
He said, I done said it before, and you wasn't paying
You
attention.
know you gotta use words over and over
Yeah,
again.
for sure. 'Cause- okay, I'm a conjecturer then, right? That's what I am, right? Because if you do that, then you're a conjecturer. Conjecturer.
Look, man, I ain't look at the adjectives or the add-ons. I didn't look.
I'm gonna need you to be more informed with your words that you bring to us, brother. Bring more.
Word of the week.
I didn't know it was gonna go that deep.
Yeah, word of the week.
But but it's
We
definitely your
definitely need you
opinion.
to bring us a word of the week.
It's
That's
definitely
hilarious.
your opinion, though. You know, it's subjective.
Yeah, so man, look, I'm a hypocrite, bro, because I thought also after I had that thought,
Oh snap!
I thought about what we just talked about, Shanae, all the ones we just mentioned. The
Exploiting the black woman.
Listen, it's hilarious to see Miss Jenkins, the one that Ricky Smiley do.
Oh,
Dog, Miss Jenkins is hilarious.
exploiting somebody's grandma.
But listen, do you know what I absolutely hate?
Uh-oh.
Social media comedians.
Word, I feel you though.
Dog, to see
Yeah, I hear where you coming
these cats putting on wigs, bro.
from. It feels different though.
Oh man, it feels so different and I hate it, bro.
Or when you talking about these cats that want to be doing the girls.
Yeah, bro, like it's some dudes
Jamie
that,
Foxx doing it.
right,
You know what I'm saying?
right. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm a hypocrite, bro, because I will watch Wanda and die laughing, but I will see somebody like Eastside Ivo.
It seems too real. Like, come on, bro.
Like, bro, you are doing them hand gestures way too well for me, for my taste. You know what I'm saying? But you shreking your neck way too good, brother.
And you want to know why I think we don't like it, bro?
Why?
Because they're trying to build their portfolio or their
On
career
that.
on that. Rather than like Martin Lawrence, Jamie Foxx,
Be
they
funny.
already had a career. You know what I'm
Word,
saying?
word.
That was just an add-on.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? So
Word.
that could be, one of the reasons why.
Y'all know Eastside Ivo from
I
Detroit.
do. He from 7 Mile.
Bro, we know, like,
I'm just, just.
Yeah, y'all don't know what talk bad about Detroit.
I mean, I'm just saying.
But no, like the reason it's a lot of good comedians coming out of Detroit, and he just to show you he didn't have to do that.
Yeah, HaHa
Oh,
Davis
word.
didn't have to do that.
he meeting with Hove and stuff. You know
I can't. Who? HaHa Davis?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, that's just a dynamic that I wanted to pull out, just because, like, bro, it upsets me. It really upsets me when I
Yeah.
see these social media
Yeah.
dudes with the wigs on, color wigs, makeup. There's one dude, he be wearing makeup.
They
Like,
go all out.
they be
bro.
going all out.
Now,
Just can't appreciate it.
don't mean to be Michael Robinson, but I gotta be me.
Well,
I guess you gotta
definitely
be you.
There's a controversial point of this, and I just gotta say it.
It started back in slavery when they was
back in 1900.
1961, actually 1619. It's like, no, truth be told, I just think from a Christian male perspective, I back to Hollywood, I got bad feelings towards Hollywood. A lot of movies and stuff that we intake, we gotta understand there's a lot of demons attached to it, a lot of demonic forces.
Okay.
And conjuring up a different spirit and being two different peoples. And I'm really gonna go at Beyonce on this one. But her alter ego, or what?
Sasha Fierce is her alter ego.
We got to be careful what we watching and what people doing. I understand these two personality things and being two different people. But I think, like, me personally, like, when I watch them, I'm like, man, these people becoming a different person. Matter of fact, we just was watching what's that? The Haiti Baby.
Yeah.
He became a different spirit when he did his freestyle. Like, whoa.
They low key did call it a seance.
It's a
Like
seance.
one of the hosts of the show was like, "Did we just watch a seance?"
So I definitely think, like, these people
chanting.
come into different spirits, and like, we gotta be careful what we participate in. I think a lot of the comedians that we see that play women are hilarious, but playing a different person and tapping in, I tapping into a different spirit. I know when actors go into researching a different role, they do a lot of like research, take a lot of time becoming that person, and what that actually does to you. And as a Christian, like, watching and participating in some of that stuff, it could be harmful. So
Low key, them cats do, like, acting is conjuring.
Yeah.
When you do it right,
Yeah.
yeah,
whoa.
So maybe he was studying Tiffany Haddish.
Here he go.
probably.
Who was
you
studying
know-
Tiffany
You
Haddish?
on to something.
Laquanda.
LaQuisha.
Oh, he said you on to something.
You on to something.
Maybe that's what's
He saw
happening
her
right
at
now.
the Met Gala.
He probably saying that.
Digging in bags of chicken.
You know what I'm saying?
How do I make a movie and get big? I talk
know.
to them on the radio.
And portray Tiffany Haddish. Wow. Well, hey, man, look.
I mean, and I don't mean to make the topic go left field or anything like
No,
that.
you
I
good,
just,
man.
I just,
Make it go right field this time.
Make it go. Make it go center field. Oh, it don't matter, man.
hey, you know.
What? Make it. You
Wait,
can't.
hold on,
Don't digress now. Don't digress now, brother.
I just think definitely is a lot of demonic forces that we got to be mindful of what we participate in, and for us to have children, when do we introduce ourselves to stuff? Like I thought Mrs. Doubtfire was hilarious as a kid.
Yeah.
Now I refuse to let my children watch it.
Wow.
So
I don't like my son watching Madea.
see, so stuff that we thought was funny, that still doesn't mean that inappropriate or is wrong. That is not wrong. Like we grew up on our parents. I said it now. Our parents let us do a lot of stuff that
We shouldn't have did.
So,
Come on, man, keep it real.
even for real, now that I think about it, I was never a big fan of none of those characters. Even remember the two gay dudes who used to play the gay dudes on The Living Color?
Yeah.
hated it.
Bro.
Tommy
Didn't
Harris.
like watching none of that.
Tommy.
Didn't like watching none of
Who
that.
was that?
You
I
have
know it
to
was
run.
David Allen Greer.
Because I've seen.
Oh, and Damon Wayans.
I've seen like
Oh yeah.
like somebody kids I know watch something and then start
Portray
trying to-
it. Yes.
Yeah, and acting. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, man.
So
Real
yeah,
talk.
definitely.
Oh, and Sasha Fierce led to crazy Nicki Minaj being at two different demons or a human and a demon.
Okay.
So
what you saying is she opened up
floodgates to saying you two different people.
you can
I think
have
that's
an
been-
alter ego.
That's been in Hollywood for years.
The alter ego thing, I agree, but I do think
Madonna was
that
Madonna. She was weird, but she was who she was.
well, I do think that Beyonce may have brought some light to it.
Yeah,
It's definitely always been a
that's been
thing.
going on since Michael Jackson. Though.
Yeah.
Michael
But he-
Jackson used to have alter ego.
He was always Michael. He didn't say I'm now Sasha. I have entered the Sasha.
Maybe we didn't get it on the interview, but he definitely used to change. You can see him his stage performance.
That's real.
Yeah.
You can see his.
Bro, when you in front of that many people though, it's hard not to go through something.
Yeah.
That feels different. Being in front of people feels different. And I've never been in front of a Michael Jackson type of crowd, but I've been in front of people. Like on some performing type tip.
I think we all have alter egos.
And
though.
and it feels different. Go deeper, brother. You just opened up because you opened up a can right
Thinking
there.
over there.
Man, no, I'm just listening. Bro.
Yeah, no, bro.
We
So-
all have alter egos. So, for example,
Yeah.
when I go to the gym, I'm not trying to listen. Oh yeah, I'm not trying to listen to gospel music. I'm not
Okay.
trying to listen to R&B. I'm none of that. Even if I don't listen to music, it's a mentality that I literally have to have before I walk through those doors.
you know
So
what?
is that an alter
That's-
ego though?
I get here go alter ego.
Go ahead.
When you was in the streets, you was two different people when you was with your mama. When you walked out that door.
No, bro. That's the same thing.
I'm
I
sorry.
promise you. It's
No.
because when I walk
So
out the
wait,
doors,
so-
it's a different mentality.
So you're saying that is your alter ego?
It's the same thing.
Being around your mama and who you is in the streets.
No, bro.
I believe it is.
That's the same thing.
Cause like
Because before I go to the gym, I'm someone different.
So y'all saying the same thing. Y'all agreeing with each other essentially.
He just like disagreeing when we were saying the same thing.
I don't think that's an alter ego though. I
I'm
think
not
that-
sure if that's an alter ego.
What's an alter ego? Because I'm not Maverick in the gym.
so like when you in the streets.
No. Who are you in the gym?
Hey, that's my question.
What I'm telling you, when you in the streets,
I
that's
got a
why I said
bad
it's kinda
feeling
different.
about this.
You don't even let somebody call you by your government name in the streets. You so against it. Like you become a completely different person when you in the streets than when you in your house.
Because you have a different mentality, bro.
That's a complete. You a complete. Like let someone say Maverick Taylor in the street while you out on the block.
Bro, I cussed the chick out for that. She was crying and everything. So
Dang, for
I
calling you your first and last name?
man calling me Maverick, bro.
Oh, you a wild
Yeah.
boy.
That's
You a
an
wild
alter
boy.
ego, bro.
No, but I'm saying, so me going to the gym, I literally have to become Mav Daddy. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, don't ever do that voice.
You hit the button for it. I mean, you said it. I mean,
Boy.
keep that voice at home, all right?
That escalated quickly.
But no, but like literally, like
Why did I ask him?
I have to have that. I have to have like that killer mentality.
How you get Mad Daddy out of killing me town? No, we gotta go here.
Oh, Mav Daddy kills.
Hey, brother, that's like
He kills on different levels.
Y'all just you leave out of here, all right?
No,
Turn my microphone off.
Mav Daddy kills.
Turn my microphone off. I can't even talk no more.
Show over.
I'm overwhelmed.
Now we just getting started.
Man, over here, wow.
Did you just say this?
Bro,
We live.
Mav Daddy.
bro, he kills.
Jesus.
All right.
Lord help us.
But no, like literally, gotta have that killer mentality, bro. You feel me?
No, we don't want no more.
Okay.
Oh, let me talk. Y'all can go.
By myself.
Show about Mad Daddy.
Hey, then y'all really gonna think I'm possessed. I'm gonna be talking on all 3 mics.
They done went to sleep here with one light
Talking in all 3 mics, though.
asking questions,
Right.
answering them. Talking about, no, I got this.
Why you always trying to argue with me?
I already know what you're about to say.
I know.
Oh yeah, we the same person.
Hey.
Oh man! At the end of the day, black people are hypocrites, man.
Really? You just gonna go there?
Yeah.
That was a strong.
At the end of the day,
So we
just
drop
think
the
about
mic
it. If we gonna be honest,
So you gonna drop the mic?
if we gonna be honest,
Are we monkeys as well?
black people are hypocrites. Look.
Just throw shots.
Bro, you can't be doing this. He's clickbait, bro. You.
He knew I was gonna get me.
But I'm saying, like, period. Like, for him to end with that, like,
I mean, that's just where that's literally was my whole thought. Like,
Really?
they hypocrites, man.
Like the whole people.
like, yeah, like, no individuals. Like, we're
We, yeah, definitely we.
I think I am. I know I am.
not the human race, but
No.
Black people.
Yeah.
Black people. Now, if there's a white person out there that want to speak for white people, keep it real and tell the truth.
Oh, so you speak for the whole.
Who was Martin? Remember Martin played the white man though?
I'm gonna speak for the black race as a whole.
Dude, who he played? Bob?
We, the black delegation,
Hey, that was
are hypocrites.
Martin played a white guy, didn't he?
Oh yeah, he sure
played
did. He sure did.
not the security guard.
No, it was the coworker. It was Gina's coworker.
It's like, yeah.
Gina's having a party.
Yep.
I'm having a party.
Yep.
We're all having a party.
Yeah. Yeah, Martin is an idiot, man. I love him, bro.
For real.
Like, did Eddie Murphy play a white dude?
Yeah, he played a Chinese dude too.
Man. And
Yeah, he played all
In
kinds.
Norbit.
What about Norbit?
Shoot,
What about
Coming to America, he played the white dude.
He sure
that's what I
did.
was thinking about.
He played the white dude in Coming to America. He played the Chinese dude in
what white
Norbit.
guy did he play in Coming to America?
Oh, what do you mean? Martin
yeah.
Luther King didn't sit up with you.
Yep.
Martin Luther King.
What is that, velvet?
Martin Luther King. Beautiful. Forget Martin Luther King.
Oh, y'all know I can't
Didn't he
see
do it
it.
in Vampires in Brooklyn too?
Oh, that was fun. That was my movie.
Oh no.
Bro, so now you sticking up for vampires.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, you know
You for real?
told you
That's
black
what you
people,
doing right now?
I told you black people.
Black people are hypocrites. He just talked about the demonic Hollywood, and I love Vampire in Brooklyn.
Well, you know Eddie Murphy, gay and everything else. Eddie Murphy always he hang out with Rick James. So
Oh, he played Richard Simmons, the gay workout guy in
Yeah, Nutty Professor.
yeah.
he did. He did.
Sure did. I'm a pony. I'm a pony.
Eddie Murphy, wow, bro.
You a wild boy. That's crazy, man.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Y'all still feel the same way?
yeah.
Hey, I told you. Now look, tell me I'm wrong. We the black delegation.
We don't think nobody should be able to play us though. You know what I mean?
Real talk, flat out. You can't play us, man.
We can play y'all.
We could play y'all all we want. We could put white face on. Snoop Dogg put on white face before.
Hey, you know what's so funny though? I don't know.
Snoop
Matter of fact,
Dogg.
I got a different perspective. Truthfully be told,
He did.
if Will Ferrell did it, I don't know.
Nah.
Oh,
Will
man.
Ferrell
Will
did it.
Ferrell
He
was
get
a Quisha.
canceled. Oh no, okay.
If Will Ferrell played LaQuisha, because he already do those types
He
of
has.
Let me hop in my hypocrite bag right quick.
Because if Will Ferrell
Because
did
if
it,
Will Ferrell did it, it's quite all right with me.
me too.
It's levels
up.
to hypocrisy.
Hold up, with the painted face.
Hypocrisy, my bad.
If Will Ferrell paint his face,
No. He canceled.
Oh,
He
no.
out of here. He out of here. He definitely out of here. But if he did the voice, I'm cool, man. Will Ferrell get a pass for me on
Bro,
the
he's
location.
canceled right now after his last movie. So it's
What was
okay.
his last movie?
The Sherlock Holmes joint.
Oh, him and that guy, huh? I didn't see it.
Yeah,
y'all
you don't
didn't
need
cancel
to.
him after the
Part 2,
the movie with
Anchorman 2.
Kevin Hart.
Oh no.
Oh no, I didn't cancel him. I canceled Kevin. Let me hop right in my hypocrite back again. I canceled Kevin for that.
Also be cool.
Kevin was wilding for that movie,
Yeah,
bro.
that was too much.
Minstrel show.
That was way too much.
Real talk. All right, man. We need to wrap it up. You know what I'm saying? We definitely need to wrap it up. But I do want to throw some top. This is a temperature check. Just so I can know for the next social media or the next social commentary show that we do. So I can know, you know what I'm saying, what y'all likes and dislikes. So I'm going to throw them at y'all real quick. Temperature check time. Kim Kardashian getting a law degree. Y'all care about that or what?
I don't.
No comments.
They
no
are-
opinions.
She did help get what, like 19, 20 people out of
She
prison.
definitely did
I
that.
don't know the details, but I see her name associated with it.
When you say like, do we care? Like, what you mean?
So,
I don't care enough
Are
about
they
it to
giving
discuss
it to her
it.
or
well, no, it's
is
not
she
going to be
gonna-
honorary. She's
Oh,
going to
okay,
earn
okay,
it.
Yeah, okay.
I seen Legally Blonde already though, so
if she do the right.
She's going to earn
You a
it.
nut.
Apparently, she's going to earn it.
Yeah, if she earned it, that's normal. But if someone to give her an honorary degree, I'm mad. I'm
He said, I'm mad.
I still
They
don't
gave
care.
her a
She
copy,
not,
man.
she not representing me. So, you the fool.
bro.
Let me get Kim K to be my
Kim K. Now, her
defense attorney.
daddy helped get OJ off.
word.
OJ didn't do it.
Facts. No,
Sorry, OJ
we're
did
not going there. I was going to say, hold on.
Episode.
OJ didn't physically do it, but OJ definitely took part.
He's told on his.
He was standing there. while the dude he paid.
See, y'all better be
did it.
careful. OJ be watching stuff,
Man,
man.
look, OJ don't want no parts of me.
You know,
His son did it.
Let me shut up.
And you the face that no one ever see for this week.
I was just gonna say the face that I want to see this week.
I'm gonna remember next week too. And I'm
Like,
tagging.
hey, OJ,
I'm tagging OG.
right here.
OJ, he said it.
No, I got something for OJ though. If he try, he on the West Coast too. But I got something for him. I ain't worried about OJ.
Hey, you said who got the juice?
Yeah, I'm definitely not.
What you got? You got the
I got something for everybody that's bigger than me.
I know that's right. You better.
Straight up. So, all right. So Kim K. Steve Harvey says, "No, we don't care.
I already know where you're going.
Rich people don't sleep 8 hours."
Oh, shut up.
I believe it.
She said, "Shut up."
And it's not- it's successful people.
Support people that know. It's poor
But
people out
I
there
know
that don't
the
sleep 8
direction.
hours.
I know we know the direction he was
definitely do.
alluding to.
Sleep is for
It's gonna be sacrificed.
sleep when you're dead. That's really what he was trying to say.
Sacrifices.
So did he go too far?
No.
When he said rich people don't sleep 8 hours because they got to check the stock market.
He lied.
He lied.
It's a lie.
No, successful people.
Hey, this one rich chick.
That's known.
This one rich chick responded on Twitter and said, "Yeah, he's right. I sleep 12 hours."
He forgetting all them.
Straight up.
Forgetting all them. Or the ones that's partying.
His show got canceled. Y'all care about that?
Nope.
What show?
The Steve Harvey show, the talk show he got
Oh no.
canceled.
For that
And
statement?
no, I don't know. Probably not.
Because he lost the black he lost the black people.
You know that show he do where he talk to kids, and kids, it's like a kids say the darndest things type of show. So they're taking that show from him as well and giving it to Amy Schumer.
I don't even know who that is.
Amy Schumer, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
You ain't missing nothing. She's a nobody. It's like, no, she actually is a somebody. She's the reason that Monique
Yeah.
made the hoopla that she made. Amy Schumer got $13 million from Netflix, and they only wanted to give Monique $200,000.
Oh, I ain't checking for her.
Hey, the funny thing,
Or $500,000. I
is
mean,
about that.
what?
He just had Monique on his show.
Yeah.
Whoa, going at it, going at
Now
it.
that same person that came to your bag.
Hey, ain't that something? Right. Hey, that's funny. The same person came and took your bag.
Turn on your people.
Man,
No, I think that was an appropriate conversation.
you think so? Yeah.
man.
Matter of fact, he said that the conversation was way more than what we saw too, like
For
longer.
sure. Like they have a history with one another.
Yeah, for sure. Rapper, he's actually a Chicago rapper. He just got murdered in a nightclub, Miami nightclub. Do we care about stuff like that?
I heard about that, but I'm straight.
Nope, I'm
I don't
straight.
know. I don't know.
Okay.
No rapper stuff.
Okay.
That's personal conversations.
Word. This has been.
Right. Well then,
Yeah.
it on me, baby. That's the only rapper he want to hear about.
Who is
Oh,
that?
this brother been taking
Little-
shots
little,
all night.
What's his name?
Yellow Beezy.
Yellow Beezy. Dude with the mullet. He said, listen to all the littles.
Lil Wayne, Lil Beezy, Lil Bow Wow.
Oh, man. Let's get up out of here, man.
All right. Give me
Yo.
the beat. All right, I don't rap.
Coming through with my 80s flow.
Yeah.
This has been the Honor Among Men podcast, social commentary edition. You are tuned into the Flowers Now Network. That is the Flowers Now Network, all one word. Follow us on Facebook, YouTube, SoundCloud, and Instagram. All one word, the Flowers Now Network. And if you made it this far, round of applause for you. Man, we appreciate y'all for joining us. Like, comment, subscribe, share. And we'll see y'all next time. Peace.